Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Hope everyone is doing well on this Thumbs Up Thursday. We're going to talk about the year of exposure. Okay. I'm here taking my walk on my break right now. Okay, it's a lot of stuff over here that you can walk and shop and do things for while you're on your break. That's what I like about this area that I'm working in. So much better. So much better. Before I was working in the hood. And boy, oh boy, people say, oh, ain't nothing wrong with the hood. Okay, 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 okay. We all don't forget where we came from, right? Hey, I was just reading this meme today, and it was about people stay away from those people who are still, the still people. And I just couldn't help but laugh because it's so true. Still broke, still living in poverty, still, you know, looking at the past. And I'm not, there ain't nothing wrong with looking back at the past, but look at the good things from the past and where God has brought you from is the good part. But when you keep looking back at it like you still want to do the same things you were doing when you were doing 10 years ago, there's a problem. There is a problem in your growth. And that's not good. So I read that meme and I was like, wow, that is so true. So many people keep looking back at the same old, same old. But look at the good things. Look back at the good things from where God has brought you from. Not the bad things. Well, you can look at the bad things too, but focus on going in places that are at better heights in your life. You don't want to stay stuck. And I'm saying stuck. So when I talk about the hood, I'm talking about like some people still want to live that hood mentality. And that's what I'm talking about. So anyway, moving forward. Now, the big talk about the church today being exposed. This William Murphy III, the song he sung, Praises What I Do. And then on New Year's Eve, he throws this New Year's Eve party with this circular music talking about, drugs and sex and all kind of other things that are just very, very, very nice. We don't need that in the church. It's not for the church. Okay, so and then he finds a problem of being corrected. That's the big part that he doesn't get is when the Lord is like, when you got to be corrected in your conduct, and especially when you in the place call yourself being called to be a servant for the Lord. Is one thing we trying to do is get people to win their salvation. And I like the way that this Pastor Wooden came out and spoke on it, because to help the world to understand that his behavior is unacceptable to God, and God is not to be played with, and God is not to be mocked. So it's sad that he have to take them people's souls to hell like that. And now everybody is like, it's okay to come in the church and dance like you in the club. That's not cool. We got to get serious. We got so many problems that's sick in society. And the church is a place to get well, and to get well in your character, in your heart, and how to, get things back in order with your life. And what's been keeping you in the grave and what's been keeping you, held down. So I don't agree with what this pastor did at all. And I'm glad a lot of people are finding enough time to have this conversation, and especially for the black church, for what we see in our world. Too many broken homes, children don't have two parents in the household anymore. There's only one person, and the mother is the only person who's really there, or maybe some single fathers are out there. But that's not the way God wants it to be. He made man and woman. Okay? Be fruitful, multiply, raise up good family and children and everything. And you do this together as a team. It's teamwork. And it's out of control. And you're trying to get it back right. And here we got these ignorant fools on the pulpit, teaching you these kind of things in the church. I'm trying to walk slow behind people because, when you're walking with your phone these days, you got people that don't like that. and they can't find an issue with it. So I'm just trying to, stay behind them. So what I'm saying and everything is that he's out of control. He is definitely out of control. If he want to live his life, his worldly life, and everything, he can do that. But the church is not the place for it. I'm sorry. I don't care what nobody. Not only just black people feel it's out of control. Even some white people have been saying it's out of control. Even they've been saying it because I had this conversation with some people that are white. Like, that's not appropriate for church. It's not. And the only people you see doing this foolishness and being exposed about it is black people. And we always talking about how so much is against us, so much injustice against us. Just out of foolishness. Just don't want to live right. Always want to be seen. Always want to be putting on a show. It ain't funny. It's not funny at all. Because what he's done is affecting all of us. It's not just only affecting the people that were there. It's affecting all of us because you got people out here, they don't know Jesus. They really don't. And whatever the world goes out and blow to them, that's the way they take it. But they don't study their scriptures. They scripturally illiterate or scripturally not able to follow the scriptures and read the scriptures and study the scriptures. And they just go by what anybody just tell them. So I'm just saying, you got some real messed up folks out here. Their lives are really messed up and they find no hope. And they don't even believe there's a God. They really don't. They really don't. And you got to help them find them. And you got to help them. And that's what you were sent to do. But instead, you want to keep them in their ignorant ways. So they can come to your church, okay, and feel good about what they're doing. And they not doing something that's right. It's leading them. All about the doctor, all about money. But God gonna burn his ass for that. And you better believe it. It's a personal thing, yes, but when you've really been in this walk for a while, you know what's right, you know what's wrong. And what he did was wrong. And that's basically what the talk is. And then what else is then the hottest topic is with this Cat Williams stuff. I don't really give a damn. I really don't. I really don't care about the Cat Williams and his problems with this other comedians out there that he's been robbed out of his work. And he's crying about it and he's going on platforms talking about it. Steve Harvey and Cedric the Entertainer, and D.L. Hughley, and all the rest of them. So I'm like saying it like this. I don't really care because I'm not really a Cat Williams fan. I've never been a fan of his comedy. I haven't been a fan of any comedian since they original. Muslim had his own original. I got to give him his props too. Okay, he was good. Eddie Murphy, when he made his breakthrough and everything in the world of comedy, in that world of comedy, he also was phenomenal. Okay, I got to give him his props. And after that, it's been downhill. There will never be another Eddie Murphy, and definitely won't be another Richard Pryor and Red Fox. Those two. Anyway, y'all. I'll be with you all later. So you all be blessed, and if God's willing, I'll see you tonight.